People of YouTube, welcome to my channel. I'm Aaron, a software startup CEO who is nowhere near as successful as Elon Musk, but I do have a connection with him, and that is I'm trying to buy a solar roof. And this experience has turned into a full-time job. I kind of knew what I was getting into after reading the Tesla solar Reddit. There are a number of posts complaining about pre-sales and pre-installation support. However, I didn't realize how poor it would be. I was handed through multiple different assigned project advisors, none of which ever returned phone calls or emails. I also ended up having to manage the communications between different Tesla solar teams internally. And while I'm not complaining, I knew what I was getting into. It's making me concerned, however, on whether or not Tesla Solar can compete within a competitive solar marketplace. And I've got a couple ideas that a few folks may not have thought about on how to improve the customer experience. Before we get started, I need a favor, and it's not just for me. We need to get the message of this video out. So however you can share it so it gets in the right hands of the folks at Tesla to hopefully implement some of the changes I'm about to talk about today. I think that Elon is probably not even hearing anything about the customer service issues in Tesla Solar, and he's either not being told what's really happening out in the field, or he is being told, and maybe it's being a little sugar-coated by the management that's reporting to him. I do joke with my peers that I feel like I could build an inferior solar product to Tesla, but provide superior customer service and wipe them up in the market, completely outsell them. There is an extreme lack of caring on whether or not solar clients are happy. And so with this video, I hope to come up with a few ways that Tesla Solar can resolve these issues. And my ultimate goal is to see the Tesla Solar products succeed. Most of my comments are going to be about the Tesla Solar Roof because that's what I'm buying. Plus, some of the purchasing around a solar roof is a little different than purchasing your typical solar panels. And so that's the first thing I want to talk about. Buying a new roof is something that few people ever do. It's stressful, it's complex, and it's scary. It's scary because if you make a mistake, it's not only a very costly mistake, but it could be a mistake that impacts where you live, the place that keeps you dry, keeps you cold in the summer, keeps you warm in the winter. Unlike buying a car, which, if you make a mistake and the car breaks down, well, you have a service center. And if the service center can't fix it, at worst case, you could lemon law it. According to Google, almost 50,000 new cars are sold today. On average, only 14,000 new roofs are sold per day. And if you look at how experienced folks are at buying roofs, well, only 65% of all homes in the US are currently owned. And so if we reduce the number by the number of individuals who own homes, really the total of folks experienced at buying new roofs is about 3.4 million or 9,000 new roofs per day. So on average, you are 5 times more likely to run out and buy a new Tesla vehicle than you are to buy a roof. So I've got a couple recommendations on what Tesla Solar can do to help the solar roof division completely crush it in the market by making customers happy instead of chasing them away. And here's the first secret. Secret number one. If the advisor that's assigned to your account is not going to return emails or phone calls, you have to get rid of the assigned advisor system. All it does is take an already scared and stressed out new roof purchaser and make them even more scared and stressed out when they reach out to their project advisor and get crickets in return. So my suggestion would be do what you're already doing. Have the standard 1-800 line where any advisor will answer when the phone is called. Get rid of the assigned advisor if the advisors are not going to respond when reached out to. All right, secret number two. Tesla needs to figure out both the strategic and tactical nature of what a project advisor really does. I would bet that Tesla does have the tactical things correct with what the project advisor does. These are the day-to-day things that a project advisor needs to do to keep a project moving forward. But then there's the strategic aspects of a project advisor. That part's the part that I think is missing. What Tesla needs to do is think of the project advisor as really a customer success associate. This person is in charge of a successful, happy deployment of your product. Let's move on to secret number three. I've done a number of surveys after speaking with a project advisor at Tesla, which leads me to believe that they're likely using an NPS or Net Promoter Score type of system to measure customer success or customer happiness. And I'm going to say with the role that the advisor is playing, NPS scoring is not the right thing to do. First and foremost, what's going to happen if the NPS score for an advisor is low? Well, they'll get trained, they'll get some education, and maybe the score will go up. But if it doesn't go up, they'll be terminated. And literally 8 hours later, that project advisor will have another job. So there's really no incentive for project advisors to create high NPS scores. Also, I don't believe NPS scoring even works here. If you have 10 high scores, it was likely easy things that the project advisor was able to take care of. But if there was one low NPS score, that was likely because someone canceled a $150,000 solar roof. The small impact that one negative NPS score provided doesn't really tell the complete story of what's occurring. Also, NPS scoring does not promote upselling. So the NPS score from the project advisor isn't going to make you any more money either. Okay, secret number three. The project advisor does not have enough skin in the game to ensure that Tesla's clients are happy and that Tesla's solar deals get successfully closed. And I'm going to make a recommendation that's going to be very difficult to implement, but it's got to be way easier to implement than sending a rocket to Mars. The recommendation I'm going to make is project advisors should make commissions. And it doesn't have to be a high commission. Let's say a 1% commission. I think if you gave project advisors a 1% commission on all revenue generated for the year, you create a win-win-win. All right, let's go over the first win. Win number one, the customer wins. Let me tell you why. Today, any of you could call Tesla Solar and cancel your solar roof with your advisor, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to say, "Oh, sorry to hear that. I've successfully canceled your order," and that's the end of the call. However, if that advisor was earning commission, The advisor's likely to try to save their commission. They want to earn that money. They're going to say back to you, Aaron, why are you canceling? What can I do to help? Are you having a problem? Who can I escalate you to make sure that this solar roof gets successfully installed? The advisor simply does not have enough skin in the game to make sure your roof gets installed. Win number 2 is obvious. The project advisor will make some more money. And it may not be clear on why that's important today, but right now, for the folks that want to work, unemployment's around 0%. And I feel like Tesla is likely feeling the same pain I am in hiring, which is there's no one to hire. And so by paying the advisors a little more money, it will allow them to retain and stay and not leave, as well as maybe even recruit better advisors away from competitors. And win number 3 is that Tesla wins, but Tesla actually wins a couple different ways. The first way that Tesla wins is they get to go back to their board and say, we are paying under market rate for commissions for solar sales. Right now, I believe solar sales commissions is somewhere around 5%, where Tesla is only paying 1%. Tesla's second win is lower deal attrition. Let me give you an example. When you initially put your deposit down to get your roof, it can be anywhere between 1 month to 1 year before your roof's installed. During that time, you're calling your advisor and emailing your advisor, and they're not responding. You're likely to cancel. My guess is that attrition between that 1 month to 1 year time frame right now is likely way too high. It's probably somewhere between 5 to 15% at the low end for that attrition. So could you imagine if the advisor had skin in the game? And sure, they're making 1% of the deal, but they're also responding to emails and phone calls and making sure that the clients are happy. I bet you could get those attrition numbers to be cut in half, if not more. Tesla win number 3, you get to track a new metric, a metric around repeat buyers. You're going to have folks so happy that they purchased your product that they're going to buy it again at their next house. I do want to say one last thing before I go. I have spoke with a number of Tesla advisors who do care. Most of them weren't my assigned advisor, but they were advisors nonetheless. The thing is, it's not just about the advisors I'm working with. Tesla is taking a huge risk in hoping that an advisor cares. By incentivizing an advisor through commissions, you no longer have to hope the advisor will be nice. You no longer have to hope that the advisor is going to get the deal over the finish line for you. You've got a process that makes it so the advisor does the right thing. I want to thank you folks for sitting through this video, and whatever you can do to spread the message and spread the word to Tesla to implement some of these items would be awesome. I hope as a group we can get together and make it so Tesla Solar crushes it, not just for Tesla, but for us as well as Tesla product owners. If Tesla Solar goes under because of customer service, that's going to hurt us. And with that, I'm Aaron checking out. Toodles.